Welcome to the Anthony Spade channel.
Welcome back to the Anthony Spade channel. Today we're going to be talking about why the transgender hype will destroy feminism. All right? Now before we get started, it's obviously I can't be talking to everybody because everyone's not a transgender. What I'm going to be talking about is the effect of transgender and the effect that it's going to have on feminism. In the video that you just seen in the opening was a man that converted himself into a female and became a MMA fighter in the female league. He ends up fighting and crushing the skull of a woman. Now they want to have a controversy about if it was fair or not. All right. Before we get started, I don't want any woman to take this personal, but we're going to be saying some bad things about women. And you brought this on to yourself. I do not feel sorry for the girl that got her head crushed. And I don't want anyone to feel bad about that. Not even a female. If you're watching this, you cannot feel bad about that. Because she knew that she was jumping in a ring with a man. The people that put the fight together was aware that that was a man. Everyone that showed up to watch the fight was fully aware that that was a man. You have millions of people that knew this was a man and still allowed it to happen. You cannot feel sorry for the situation. This is what happens in fights. You invited this. You okayed this. So you have to suffer the consequences. And the reason why I say transgenders are going to destroy feminism is because the world is starting to normalize men becoming women. Now, even though you see women becoming men, you just don't see it that often. You see some acting like men, but not really going through the full conversion. And you mainly see it in the black community. The white community still look like two women that are together. In the black community, these girls have mastered going full-blown men. But majority of what we see is men converting into women. So I'm going to be talking from the perspective of a man converting into a woman and why it's going to destroy feminism. For one, you have more men that are going into women that are doing women activities, especially sports, and is dominating and doing it better than them. You also just had a man set a record for women's world weightlifting. You have men that are in basketball. You have men that are in boxing and MMA. They're dominating all of these sports that require you to be a female, and they're coming in and they're setting records. Now, women want to have controversy. Oh, is it fair? Is it not? No, this is what you wanted. It's fair all the way around. We were supposed to accept this the same way that we were supposed to accept feminism. Now, if we was to go back to the feminism movement and say, hey, this isn't fair that y'all could go to court and treat a man like this. This isn't fair that you can have false allegations. This isn't fair that you can pretty much screw a guy over, lie on the guy, treat him like shit, dog him all over the place and get away with it, but treat the guy that does treat you like shit, you treat him like a king. That's not fair. See, why are you screaming it's not fair when you brought it on to yourself? You know why? Because women don't think logically, you think emotionally. See, when you saw the transgenders wanting to be normal, you embraced it because you felt like you was a woman and being a man would be normal to you. So you looked at a man and said, all right, he's a man that want to be a woman. He feels just like us. Some things are just not meant to happen. Like if you look at Bruce Jenner, he has 5 kids and waited till he was 66 years old to become a woman. Why? Because he was competing with all the girls he lived with. That's a psychological thing. I don't even think that man really wanted to be a transgender. I could be wrong. But look how fast they turned a 66-year-old man into a beautiful white girl. Like, come on. You can get fake booties, you can get fake titties, fake eyelashes, fake lips. Women can get all these things as just regular women to look like the perfect woman. Now you're getting men that are doing this looking like the perfect woman. Now, the reason why I say it's gonna shut you down It's because you have a lot of men that are actually taking the red pill and is becoming the red pill. So we're actually seeing what's getting ready to happen, and we're already conditioned not to fall for it. But there's a lot of blue pills out there that have overdosed on blue pills that you actually need as a feminist woman. You need these blue pill guys to remind you that you're pretty, to remind you that you could still use them. So you're still gonna have a small percentage of guys that are coming into your DM, but your DM's gonna start shrinking slowly and shortly. The messages are gonna get slowly, and they're gonna stop coming in. That's where you're gonna get depressed, because you're gonna try to run back to the red pill, and the red pill is gonna do two things. He's either gonna avoid you completely, or he's gonna fuck you and he's gonna send you home and tell you he'll never marry you. Right? That's what's getting ready to come, because all the transgenders are getting ready to come into your world. Right? They're gonna do their makeup better than you. Their body is gonna look better than you. They're gonna speak better than you. They're gonna know everything that you do to conquer a man. They've been studying you. So now they're gonna come into your world and take those blue pill guys that are still in your DM that you don't want. See, those blue pill guys in your DM, they're already blue pill. They're already part of a matrix. They're gonna do whatever society tells them to do. The red pills are the only ones that's gonna walk around and say, hey, don't fall for these agendas. Only the red pill's gonna be able to do that. So a blue pill man, when society starts telling them it's normal for you to date a man who is trying to be a woman, they're gonna start going after that, because all the transgenders are gonna be happy with that attention. So all the guys that you want date, that are in your DM, they're gonna actually be dating the transgenders, because it's gonna be easier for them to get a transgender that look just as good as you. That's gonna put the pressure on you. Now you ain't gonna have no messages, and you're gonna be finding yourself doing this. Isaiah chapter 4, verse 1. In that day, 7 women, will ask a man for his hand in marriage, because she wants to take away the disgrace of not being married. See, they're going to be able to afford their own clothes. They're going to be able to afford their own bills, afford their own food. But one thing about a woman is you can have your own house, you can have your own car, you can have your own money. But if you ain't got no man, you still feel like shit. That's why it's going to kill feminism. The transgenders are about to come in your world. You want to be good at sports? Well, guess what? They come into your sports to put you down. And y'all gonna be like, yes, girl, but in your back of your mind, you're gonna be like, man, we just got beat by a man. I just got my man taken away from me by another man. You invited this. Women are running the world now based off emotions, but they're not thinking logically what's getting ready to happen. So everything that they're not logically paying attention to is about to come back and haunt them. That's gonna destroy them. And when you got to come back to the red pill, oh boy, when you got to come back to the red pill, best believe you would not be getting a ring out of us. Best believe you would not be getting sweet talk from us. Best believe you would not be getting all the gratification that you're getting now, would not be coming from us. But you're going to be forced to take whatever we got to give to you, because you will be getting shut down by a man pretending to be you. This is Anthony Spade. Hopefully the message got across. Comment, like, subscribe. Tell me what you think about the video. If you watched to this point, I just want to thank all my new subscribers. I started 2 months ago just putting these videos out, and you guys are starting to like it. Every time you comment, I read every single comment. A lot of people have left comments on my very first video that I went back and did videos for. So if you have a title, let me know. I know one guy told me about the lady in Australia that thinks that a lot of women are lying. I'm about to do a video on that. Thanks for that advice. But anybody that's subscribing to my channel, thank you very much. And keep commenting and keep liking, and I'm gonna keep pumping you this information. This is Anthony Spade. Hasta la vista.